Welcome to our channel. Today, we have the following news. Songyun and Zhang Xincheng are shaking up the domestic entertainment industry, and it's pure madness. The production of Against the Current is proving to be even more insane than its script. Songyun's intense transformation, from sweet girl to hardcore historian. At 3 a.m. in Hongbian, while most people would be sleeping, Songyun was found squatting on set, completely absorbed in studying the survival report of slaves in the Ming Dynasty. This choice of reading material is somehow even more fantastical than the drama's plot itself. Determined to shed her long-standing image as a sweet and innocent actress, she has pushed herself into full academic obsession mode. To bring authenticity to her role, she trained with Suzhou embroiderers to master traditional embroidery techniques. The result? Her fingers were pricked so many times they looked like a sieve, just so she could realistically depict a maid's trembling hands as she embroidered a wedding dress. But that wasn't enough. Late at night, she persistently practiced hoeing techniques with the martial arts director, leading to complaints from the props team. She swings the hoe more fiercely than the male lead wields his sword. Her obsession even extended to emotional expression. She insisted the screenwriter remove all descriptions of tears in the eyes and instead relied on muscle twitches to convey suppressed emotions. When Reuters footage showed her energetically walking with a shoulder pull, netizens erupted in disbelief. Is this still Songyun? Has she been possessed by Zhang Xincheng's power minister crash course from science genius to revolutionary acting aesthetic? Zhang Xincheng, a top graduate from the Central Academy of Drama, has let his inner academic beast loose this time. In an unprecedented move, he meticulously compiled an Excel spreadsheet mapping out Lin Jinlao's political strategies and even employed the Monte Carlo algorithm to simulate power dynamics in the imperial court. But his dedication didn't stop there. He requested the props team to sew lead weights into his court robes so he could physically experience the suffocating burden of political power. He even engaged in a 3-day debate with historians over whether the chief minister of the Ming Dynasty cabinet should be allowed to cross his legs during morning court meetings. The most mind-blowing detail: the 10,000-word character biography he submitted to the director. It was so detailed and methodical that a professor at the Beijing Film Academy turned it into a case study, marveling at his use of the control variable method to deconstruct character motivations. This year's actors have officially entered a new dimension of competition. The entire crew has gone insane, performance art on a whole new level. Think the lead actors are the only ones pushing boundaries? Think again. The entire crew has turned the set into a full-scale historical reenactment. The art department went as far as reconstructing a functional Ming Dynasty loom. The problem? The extras became so addicted to weaving that they refused to leave the set. Meanwhile, the screenwriter's attention to historical accuracy reached a point where even original fans were moved to tears. The heroine uses calculus to resolve a land dispute, prompting a flurry of online comments. Newton's coffin can't stay shut anymore. Then came the forensic consultant, who was brought in to conduct a live demonstration on how to accurately pierce the sixth intercostal space using a silver hairpin. The actresses were so terrified that they instinctively took 3 steps back. But the real kicker? Songyun actually used tea soup to write a secret letter, applying chemical principles for hidden ink development. Original fans of the novel were in complete shock. How is this an ancient romance drama? This is a full-blown academic thesis disguised as television. A paradigm shift in the historical drama genre. While other productions are still busy competing over special effects, Against the Current has completely flipped the script. They employed Unreal Engine 5 not just for grandiose visuals, but for microscopic details, such as digitally inserting realistic beads of sweat onto extras. Viewers who zoomed in under high resolution discovered that the sweat drops contained reflections of the entire imperial court. Beyond that, the crew conducted MBTI personality tests on the supporting cast, leading to a fully fleshed-out side story between an ISTJ-type housekeeper and an ENFP-type maid. Even the show's original soundtrack became an unexpected academic challenge. The OST incorporated the ancient Song Dynasty gong notation, sending music scholars into a frenzy. Music content creators lamented, "Do I now need to study ancient music just to understand a drama?" At this point, the audience found themselves fact-checking scenes against the history of the Ming Dynasty while simultaneously posting educational commentary in the bullet chat. Meanwhile, in the production monitoring room, the creators could barely contain their excitement. This cognitive warfare? We've won. The brutal truth: the future of historical dramas has changed forever. When Tan Songyun's host smashed the conventions of the ancient idol drama genre, and Zhang Xincheng's Excel spreadsheets dismantled the facade of superficial storytelling, Against the Current ceased to be just another historical drama. Instead, it became a grand experiment in rewiring the audience's cognitive circuits. Future historical dramas may need to come with an academic warning. Watching this series might result in an inability to enjoy traditional idol dramas ever again, and could even lead to side effects, such as an irresistible urge to borrow the history of socio-economic structures in the Ming Dynasty from the library. And with that, the entertainment industry may never be the same again.